I'm Raven, and welcome back to Pegasus Prime. Now, we are in a touch of a pickle. We need a tool to open the shield generator radiation panel thing. And we also need to find a way to get a retinal scan so we can open this door. We don't know how to do either. So, I need to get 2 key save games going. The first one, we need to go back down the rail cart on Mars Colony. And along the way, maybe we can figure something out. I haven't done any playing or research, because, let's face it, half the point of doing these sorts of games is to figure it out. But much like with Armacrog, if I spend a long time and accomplish absolutely subtle, you'll see one of my beautiful 5 minutes later screens.
Shuttle 1 has just departed from the East Gantry.
So, we need to be extra careful, extra swooty. I mean, there are these hints, but obviously I've never used one. I don't really intend to use one. I'm not even sure how you trigger these things. But we need to be extra careful and make sure we don't miss anything obvious. Like humping that wall. Okay, let's get past all our foreign language speakers. Yes, yes, bienvenue. Bienvenue, votre yeah, es así, señora. Guacamole. That's not racist.
Welcome to the Morimoto Mars Colony.
Welcome
Have
to
a
Morimoto
wonderful
Colony.
stay.
We are speaking the English. Yes, good. Go. So the first thing to check. Oh wait, yeah. This guy's got to do his thing first, doesn't he? Stomp. Or die. Whee! Good thing he didn't throw us onto the travelator, I guess.
Tunnel pod has just
Yeah. It's okay, my dear man. You're allowed to walk whilst there are, speech messages going on over the tunnel.
All arriving tourists are required to check in at reception area. Please refer to gantry kiosks for maps and information on the Morimoto Mars Colony.
Naturally. I definitely feel like there's going to be more to this place. Because looking at the map, we've only actually been... The ore processing seems entirely pointless. We can't go down into the other airlock because the game just ends. It just blows up. I'm assuming you have to deal with the shield first. And then there's just this office, the tram, and then the shield area. But there's got to be something else. Yes, I know, they're playing rock, paper, scissors. Because naturally you've got nothing better to do than play rock, paper, scissors in front of a door. Someone could just open that door and smack you with it. Take the kimono. Okay, I've already got a keycard, so I don't need that. There's nothing else here. Door is the same. And there's nothing there. Okay, so that's entirely done. There's nothing in there but the keycard and certain doom. Processing area I looked through and that was just cogs. And those areas are just nothing. I got the power crowbar from this train.
Tunnel pod has just arrived in upper transport sector.
Yeah, I know, I just watched it happen. I don't think there's anything left down here aside from this screen which just shows the map of the tramcart system. Nope, that all seems clear. Nope, it's definitely empty.
Please insert security access card now.
Gladly. I'm also going to make some dedicated saves so that I can try stuff a bit easier. So, let's ride this tram one more time.
Portions of the maintenance transport tunnel are closed for repairs. Confirm accessible destination and clear path prior to departure.
Yeah. So, we need to go left. Left again. Then right. At some point. Okay, it is automatically right again. The number of times I've taken this tunnel, I should probably note down which ones are automatic. Right again. Then left all the way home. It's interesting that they put two of these segments in the game. I mean, obviously they had an idea and they're like, you know what? Yeah, we can do this with the train cart and the submarine. You put a mechanic. Why only use it once? Okay, there's nothing here. No, that's still empty. Nothing on the ceiling.
Agent 5.
I know. Okay, so this is the first save game that I really want to make. Let's call this Raven. This is 2185. Numlock, of course. 21.8. Thank you. Jeez. 2185. Pre-robot. Post. In fact, let's other way around. Post Sydney. Pre-robot. Save. Now we've already tried shooting the robot and we tried hitting it with the crowbar. What if we use some argon on it? Or try something else, I don't know. I feel like there's got to be something. Maybe he has something on him that we can click? I don't immediately see anything on the robot that is clickable. No, nothing seems clickable. Have some nitrogen. Nope, he doesn't care about nitrogen. You can't even go the other way. Oops, I meant continue. Yes. I don't think there's anything here. This is where I got the gas mask from, and I don't see anything else. Nope. Maybe he doesn't like argon. I guess that's an inert gas. Maybe the shape-shifting roboty alloy doesn't like argon. Have us some argon. Nope. Didn't do jack shit.
Tunnel pod has just departed lower transport sector.
Though I see that a hint has now become available on the interface. Oh, okay. Okay, so the hints are... what's the word? thing that pops up at the time when it's appropriate. Contextual. The hints are contextual.
Shield Generator Diagnostic Repair Platform 4.
Maybe there is a tool or something on the platform. Don't see one. This is the one that requires unlocking so it can be diagnosed. Let's extend the platform. Maybe something changes about that overlay that I wasn't noticing?
Access panel cover must be unlocked before diagnostics can be initiated.
It all seems the same. Maybe I can insert the card? I mean, they wouldn't allow you to lower the thing, and... Can I move? No, I am stuck in place. Oop.
Access panel cover
Yeah, I
must
know.
be unlocked before diagnostics can be initiated.
You are in the reactor room of the colony's atmospheric shield generator.
Nice, that's really, really useful. Any biochips? No, none of these biochips are going to be helpful here. Don't really see anything that I can do. Can't even crowbar the thing off. I'm pretty certain I tried that already. Indeed. Well, I'm not quite ready to give up and use a hint just yet.
Access panel cover must be unlocked before diagnostics can be initiated.
Indeed it must. Becomes more evident each time you say it. Definitely nothing there. Just as I thought, nothing. Jack and squat and all. So this truly is the end of timelines, because you can't go anywhere beyond this point, because it'll just explode if you go into the airlock, and you can't take the tram back. So that's all you can do going this direction. Oops, wrong one. So if I restore back to... let's see when is post-submarine? Is that before or after I've done Sydney? Okay, so this is post-submarine after I've done Sydney. Good. And I believe this is after... Yes, this is the Delta base, as it were. I'm still of the belief that you need to do something in here with the gas canisters to cause them to implode. Because they bring it up a couple times. So it has to be important. I don't seem to be able to dump these canisters anywhere. Though, of course, I'd want to dump them in a specific location. And I'm pretty certain we can't break into these lockers either. Nothing here. I suppose the office is kind of adjacent to the top of this elevator. Maybe there's something on the wall? Nope, just a flat wall. Everything there seems fine. Nothing there. And we're back here. There's nothing that I can do here. I can't drag the chip onto there. And he's quite cozy, tucked up there, doing stuff. Blap him! Blap him! I'm pretty certain I checked all these doors and they were all locked. Yes, yes they were. Tum-ti-tum. Interesting, the AI doesn't have any contextual hints for this point. So I was just thinking that it might be a good indication that there's something you can do based on whether there's a contextual hint available. Both of those were locked. Camera just turns around, because why not? Setting the pressure to maximum doesn't do anything by itself. Maybe there's only a contextual hint if there's something that you could have done there. Or maybe you have to have gone to that location enough times or something. I'll double check the lift to make sure it doesn't go further up. No. Just like the other one. The submarine is damaged, which means you're not allowed to take it back. I'm pretty certain that using the console just says launch abort. But then we still haven't done anything with the crane arm either. Nope, we seem to be able to do anything with it. Another torpedo. Can't do anything with that. Can't do anything that way. I wonder if we can shoot the barrels with a stun gun. Blap, blap, blap. No, clearly not. I stand by the concept that the tool locker might have something useful in it. This sort of information all seemed useless. There is a hint here.
NORAD Delta, Sub Bay 3. Launch prep. Def Sub 4, damaged. Repairs required. Launch cancelled.
There was a hint when we were back one.
Loading claw operation. Move claw to location, then choose action.
I'm still of the thought that maybe this is going to be an end game type thing where the robot's chasing you and you have to grab it with the arm. Alright. It is likely to penalise my score. But I don't think I have any choice here. Let us see for the first time what this hint is.
Close examination of your current view is recommended.
Really? That's the hint. I mean, there's that, but surely everyone can see that. But that penalises you points just for that. No, I'm still on 310. Nope, that is definitely all there is there. So that hint was useless. Alright, since we've opened the floodgates, let's go check out the hint up here. Stomp. Stomp. That's right, robot. You're a very inefficient, slow-moving vehicle. Data is far more dignified and refined than you are. Okay, so we'll get out of his way. Oh, but that hint's just for the air canister. It's not actually a hint about the robot, is it?
Tunnel pod has just departed lower transport sector.
Right, that's just about that.
It is statistically possible that an oxygen supply could be found in the underwater installation of NORAD-6.
Score's still the same. Okay, so these hints are probably pretty useless. I don't recall seeing one when we were back here, but I will...
Detecting high concentrations of radioactive particles. Attempting to compensate. Success?
Yeah.
It is statistically possible that a potentially useful item could be found in another time zone. It is statistically possible that a shielding biochip could be found in a cybernetic device in NORAD-6.
Well, I've got no problem with the radiation. I've got a problem that I don't have a tool. So I guess you need to get a tool from the robot on NORAD-6 before you can do this one. I can't immediately think of any other cybernetics that I've encountered other than these robots. No, I can't. So let's go back to the future. Let's go pre-submarine. Or we could crash. That works too, you know. Pre-submarine. How pre-submarine is this? Okay, this is still after Sydney. Good. Oops, change our chip.
Warning. All personnel. Contamination detected in NORAD air ducts and ventilation system. Warning. All personnel. Contamination detected in NORAD air ducts and ventilation system.
There's nothing there. I want to go check the security interface, because that's pretty much the only thing I can't think that I've looked at since completing Sydney.
Warning. All personnel. Contamination detected in NORAD air ducts and ventilation system. Warning. All personnel. Contamination detected in NORAD air ducts and ventilation system. Warning. All personnel. Contamination detected in NORAD air ducts and ventilation system.
Cybernetics. No, the loading arm wouldn't count as cybernetics.
Warning. All personnel. Contamination detected in NORAD air ducts and ventilation systems. Warning. All personnel. Contamination detected.
I don't get why that exists. What is it trying to tell me that is of any use here?
Defense Command
Oops.
post on security alert. Access denied. Warning. All personnel. Contamination detected in NORAD air ducts and ventilation systems. Warning. All personnel. Contamination detected in NORAD air ducts and ventilation systems.
And this is probably a huge stonking waste of time, but because all I recall of seeing on here is CCTV footage. Yeah, CCTV. There was lots of these diagrams of the various bases. I don't recall anything that would be, retinally scanned with this biochip. All this looks exactly the same with all the scans and what have you. I don't see any cybernetics. Unless... I suppose it's possible that you're meant to go to a different base? I mean, it's not against all possibilities. Yep, equipment loading arm. Dot control, yep. Command Station 2, security access. Launch override terminal. Alternate launch override terminal. I mean, I don't know where on the map this building is. Obviously, yeah, this is Alpha Base. And in order to get across to the override, I would need to be in the east wing of this base, but there's no way to get there. Okay, so yeah, the submarine takes that really long. Atmospheric and communications pipeline. Yep. Okay, so does that mean all the bases are gassed out? And that's all that shows. Hum titty hum. Alright. Oh yeah. So, for the sake of argument, and this is probably completely wrong.
Attack submarine. Access platform A4. Alpha sector.
Oh, yeah, okay, sure. Sigh. I'd made the save before I did that. Okay, so what I'm thinking right now is that maybe we can go to one of these other bases.
NORAD Alpha, Sub Bay 3.
It seems a bit strange that they would make the submarine unusable after the first trip if they're expecting you to go to the other bases. But if everything is pipelined up together, then everywhere should be gassed. So there shouldn't be any reason that we can't go there unless the game is just going to kill us because a torpedo hits us in the ass. And I guess it might be a case of you have to go to each base, and then you pick up an item, and then you never have to go to that base again. It's the only thing that I can think right now. Save game. Pre-submarine.
Attack submarine. Access platform A4. Alpha sector. Lower attack sub. Prep Prep sub for launch.
True, we haven't actually seen the submarine death sequence yet, have we? Oh, this would be a perfect opportunity to look at that. I got a fidget cube today. I took part in the Kickstarter for it. It's good. It's got a little clicky buttons. It's got an analog stick, little spinny gears of different resistances. The tracker ball clicks. It's got a very nice click to it. It's got 5 buttons of varying hardness. And a little rotatey thing. It's good. I like it.
We've lost communication with all sectors and there's been an unauthorized launch from Sub-Bay Alpha. Intercept bogey immediately. You're authorized to attack with lethal force. We're en route to NORAD, but we're 20 clicks southwest, so you'll have no direct backup. The auto-defense systems in Beta and Gamma sectors are online and will support you with torpedo fire. Alpha and Delta sectors are offline, and you'll have no additional backup there.
Beta and Gamma... And obviously, this is Delta and Alpha. There are 4 bases, so I imagine if we try to go into one of these other bases, then we're just going to get shot down. So, steer left. Go on past this hunk of metal. This music is far too hyped for what's actually happening. Boom. Oh shoot, it's a whale! Oh wait, I've said that every single time I've gone past this poor whale.
Attention operator in depth sub 4. You are ordered to stop your vessel and turn off your autopilot systems immediately.
Alright,
Alert.
let's see if we can dock here. I imagine we just die here.
Torpedo.
Yeah, you just die. So there's that plan. Sunk. The torpedo had no problem locking onto your small sub. Your biosuit couldn't save you from the crushing pressure of the icy water. And drowning, because, you know, underwater. Indeed. It was kind of my last straw in thinking. Hum, diddy hum, diddy hum. Cybernetics in NORAD. There's a robot, which we can't get to because we need a retinal scan. We need someone to retinally scan. The only person we come in contact with is the guy who's gassed, but we've already tried to get his eye scan. He just gets up and it's game over, even though we have a stun weapon. Bit of a wasted episode, really. I'm gonna have to think about this. I'll be back.